Hello and welcome to my channel, and I hope that this is going to be a very interesting and productive video for everybody, including myself, because there's, as you'll see, a little bit involved. About a year ago I did a video and took still images with a projector lens. It's a Ernst Leitz Wetzlar 100mm f2.8 projector lens. Okay, so we've got a link below here for that video if you want to look at the still images. And I labeled it part 1, and I said that I would do a video that would show you its capability. Well, being ADD and whatnot, I totally forgot about it until recently when I saw the title, and I thought, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Besides, I'd really like to know myself, how does this lens perform? So the thing is that I was presented with several difficulties. I did take it out and try it the other day, and the problem is that this is a projector lens. It has no threads on the inside, so there's no capability here to get a step-up ring or any sort of screw-on ND filter. Now, when you're shooting at a wide aperture, those of you who do video know that in bright sunlight, like today I'm outside, but it's bright sunlight, you need to have an ND filter. And in this case, I've calculated it probably needs about 6 stops. Well, I did find an ND filter in my box of stuff. And so I found this filter, and this is a Pro Optic. It's an ND2, so this is like not much, maybe 1 1/3 stops. It's not going to give me what I need, but here's where I'm going to start. And by the way, let me explain why it's so important. Because when you are trying to operate, like if I put this on my camera here and go to my regular settings for video, it just overexposes. I can't do it at 180-degree shutter angle, but if I put it in program mode, it will compensate. It'll disregard all the shutter angle and whatnot, and it probably will shoot at a shutter speed of like 1/4000th of a second, or whatever the maximum is, and you know, and make a video that is, you know, light-wise, you can watch it, but it's choppy. It's not like when you're shooting at you know, 29 frames or 30 frames a second with a you know, with a 60 frames per second shutter on your camera. It's not going to be a nice smooth video. It's going to be choppy. I know, because I did it. So you have to get the light reduced. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this I'm going to put this filter on here, and I am going to attach it with some masking tape. Okay, and now I already know from having done this that this does make a significant difference, like, but not enough, but it makes a significant difference. Even the 1 1/3 stops or whatever it provides. So I'm going to start with this. And if I did still images, you would, you know, you would see what I mean. It would be like pretty obvious. Because this is a fixed, again, a fixed aperture of f2.8. I cannot reduce it down. I can't stop it down. So here we go. 1 1/3 stops there. Now, I found this Prinz polarizing filter. Now, these filters provide approximately, 2 stops. So I'm going to take this filter and put it on top of this filter. And what I'm going to do is, as you can see, this filter is a lot larger than this filter. So when I put them on, there's a lot of slack there. So to reduce that slack, I'm taking, what do you call this here? A pipe cleaner. And I'm going to put it in here. And it just so happens, folks, that this pipe cleaner, when I put it around in here, it fits perfectly. I mean, you'd think it was made, you'd think that was made for that lens. I didn't cut it. I didn't make any adjustments. That's the size of the pipe cleaner, out of the package. So now I'm going to put this on top of here, and that is really reducing that play quite a bit. And then what I'm going to do is take a thicker masking tape, and this is painter's masking tape, and it's kind of nice because it sticks, but it's easy to get off. And I'm going to put this on with masking tape. So let's see here. Thinking about that much. And I'm going to try to line it up, so that there's some symmetry here. Now, if you watch videos, there's a lot of different ways that people make these lenses work. Some 3D print things to make them work. But, I'm not going to be doing a feature-length motion picture. And I just want to kind of get the idea. So this is how I'm doing it. And it's going to be adequate. Now, like I said, this is going to be like 3 stops of light as opposed to 6, but it's going to reduce the shakiness like a lot. And I will shoot at ISO 100. I think native for this camera is 4500. And I think it's going to come out fairly decent. I am going to shoot more than likely in program mode. Now, let me go over this lens a little bit. It is a projector lens, so it doesn't operate like a regular lens. The focus is with big threads. Now you should be able to see them right here. See those large threads? And now you get there and it pops out. So you have to be real careful when you're shooting it or when you're operating it. Now I've never dropped it, but I have had it, where I've been operating it and it comes out. So you get it, and it's right about there, and it's okay. And then the interesting part about it, when I'm probably take a camera out onto the field, an extra camera so that I can show you, is that when you're focusing with it, the throw on it is very slight. I mean, I don't know what the minimum focal range is. It's probably 3 or 4 feet. But from when you're shooting video from maybe 10 feet to infinity, it's going to be it's not going to be much of a twist of the lens there to change the focus. So now I'm going to take it out to the park or wherever and shoot some video with it and show you the results. Okay, well, I've arrived here at Woodward Park, and as you can see, right inside the entry, there's a nice big lake here, and there's lots of wildlife, waterfowl, and there's some shade over there underneath that tree, so I think that's where I will plant myself for the video. Okay, now let's get this thing set up so we can demonstrate it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how tight this focus throw is. So I have this goose that's maybe 8-10 feet in front of me. Then there's another one out here, and it's maybe 15 feet. And then we've got that duck out there is maybe 40-50 feet, and then to infinity across the lake. And I'm making a terrible mistake. I'm turning the I'm actually holding on to the lens filters instead of the lens. That's not good. Well, hopefully you got the idea there if you were looking at my hand. I would say the throw from infinity to the minimal focal distance is probably something like a quarter of a turn. And so it's there's not much there. Anyway, why don't we just enjoy some of the footage that I got on this day. Editing this video makes me very aware that I'm going to have to pay close attention to recording the ambient noise when I'm shooting video. As you can see, there's an egret over there, and so I've removed the camera from the tripod, and I'm handheld right now. Well, we're coming to the end here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. These lenses are fun to toy around with. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them for anything other than for, hobby. You're not going to make a feature-length movie with it, but it might have its use in any particular, project. But I think it's very limited. But again, fun. So that wraps it up. Until the next time.